Hi, I'm Robert Jackman, and thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, The Art of Practical Wisdom. Today, I want to talk with you about the holidays and the wounded inner child. For many people, the holidays are a really tough time because they're going back to their family of origin, they're seeing relatives or people they haven't seen in a long time. And for many people who carry the wounding of the inner child, our family of origin, childhood places should almost carry a trigger warning because walking into what's a familiar place could also be like walking into a war zone where many things that have happened in the past, arguments or traumas, all of a sudden that comes flooding back if you haven't healed or worked through that. So for many people going into the holidays, they want to have a good time. They want to feel joyful and included with family, but they're also walking in with a lot of baggage. And so often in our families, we're not talking about the traumas. It's just sort of buried or pushed under the carpet and ignored. But when we're there in that environment, in that very familiar place, a lot of times these memories can bubble up. And so if you're connecting to what I'm talking about today, have some great sympathy and empathy for yourself. Be gentle with yourself by acknowledging that this is what's coming up for you, acknowledging that this is hard, or when you see this person, they bring up this memory in you. When you see that place in the house, that's what stirs up some trauma memory for you. Really honor that part and see if you can come up with some things to do to create boundaries within yourself and within that environment to help you feel emotionally safe. And so an example of that would be you giving a message to yourself like that you're going to go there, but you're imagining yourself where you're putting yourself into a bubble. And so you're there, but you're protected in your bubble, and that you'll interact with people, but knowing that if someone brings up something you don't want to talk about, that you can say, I really don't want to get into that today. I don't really want to talk about that situation. So by stating that boundary, that's how you're protecting yourself. So having that clarity of mind going into the situation is going to help you during the event. It's going to give you a sense of agency and also a tool to use to help you navigate that situation so you don't feel so out of control. And if, let's say, there's a person there that you've had prior difficulties with or trauma with in the past, come up with ways where you can not so much avoid that person, but where you're surrounding yourself with people who are trustworthy, who you can feel safe with, and focus on being with those people and not the ones who really stir up a lot of past trauma within you. Afterwards, you may want to spend some time writing some symbolic letters. So these are letters that you're not giving or mailing, but you're just sort of debriefing with yourself. And you can also do that before you go. So it's something where you're writing to yourself, or you're writing to someone you know and say, this is what I'm concerned about going into the holidays or going to that place. And then afterwards, you can write about, this is what I felt like after. This is what stays with me after. The important part is that you're acknowledging your feelings, so that you're acknowledging how you're feeling going in and how you feel afterwards, so that you can really help yourself through that experience. We really need to come up with tools that work for us in these situations. So think of ways that you can help yourself kind of get through these times where you can make it a happy occasion for you, where it doesn't have to be so angst-filled and trauma-filled, but some place where you can go and have some relaxation, have some fun, have the tools, develop some tools that will guide you through that experience so that you feel more empowered. And just as a reminder, in my book, I talk about developing those tools in chapter 4 and chapter 6. I talk about boundary tools. So that might be helpful as a refresher to go and just read those chapters again and write out some boundary tools that will help you during the holidays so you feel safe and loved. Anyway, all the best. Blessings to you. Thank you for watching this video today, and happy holidays to everybody. And please leave some comments below and let me know what other videos you'd like for me to make, what other topics you'd like me to talk about, as well as just any comments you have about your experience during the holidays. And blessings to you all.